Let me ask you something. When was the last time someone asked you how you're doing? Not how your kids are doing, not how the laundry's going, not what's for dinner, but you, your heart, your mind, your strength. Because if no one else has asked you lately, I'm asking now. How are you, really? Here's the truth nobody tells you. Being a mom is a full contact sport. It's emotional, physical, mental, and relentless. You don't clock out. There's no finish line. There's no halftime break. And even on the days when you're drowning in toys, guilt, and expectations, you still get up. You still show up. And that's what makes you strong. But today, I'm not here to tell you to just hang in there. I'm here to give you tools, truth, and a wake-up call to remind you of the power you carry, even on your worst days. Because being strong as a mom isn't about doing it all. It's about knowing what matters, choosing yourself without guilt, and taking your power back. Let's go. Let's tear down the myth of the supermom right now. You know the one I'm talking about. The woman who never complains, never cries, never gets tired, and somehow manages to make homemade baby food, attend PTA meetings, maintain a spotless home, run a business, and smile through it all. Yeah, she doesn't exist. She's a myth, crafted by culture, fueled by social media, and internalized by women who feel like they can't afford to fall apart. Let me tell you what strength really looks like. Strength is crying in the shower, wiping your tears, and still showing up to read bedtime stories. It's being overwhelmed at 2 p.m., but still finding the softness to kiss a scraped knee. It's screaming into a pillow because you need to release something, then calmly saying, "I love you" to your child 2 minutes later. Strength isn't about looking strong. It's about being real. Real enough to admit when it's hard. Real enough to say, "I need help." Real enough to drop the cape and be human. And you know what's wild? The moment you stop trying to be perfect is the moment you start becoming powerful. Because perfection is exhausting, but authenticity, that's sustainable. Redefining strength means owning your story. All of it. The messy parts, the moments you lost your temper, the nights you felt invisible, not hiding them, not apologizing for them, but learning from them, growing through them, and still loving yourself anyway. You're not just a mom. You're a warrior in sneakers and yoga pants, navigating chaos, raising the future, and becoming stronger by the day. So stop asking, "Why can't I do it all?" and start saying, "I'm doing enough, I am enough." Let me guess, your to-do list is longer than your patience. You're juggling meals, tantrums, work, laundry, appointments, and guilt. And the last person you take care of is you. Here's the shift. You don't need more time. You don't need a bigger planner or a productivity app. You need the power of a single moment. This is where the 5-second rule comes in. Something I live by, and something every overwhelmed mom should steal and apply immediately. Here's how it works. The moment you feel yourself hesitating, to wake up, to speak up, to show up for yourself, count backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and move. Why does it work? Because it cuts off your brain's ability to talk you out of it. Your mind is designed to keep you safe and comfortable, not to help you grow. So the longer you wait, the louder the excuses become. "I'll do it later. I'm too tired. It won't matter anyway." But if you act within 5 seconds, if you disrupt the autopilot, you take control. So when you don't feel like getting dressed for the day, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, throw on something that makes you feel alive. When your kid is having a meltdown and you feel your blood pressure rise, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause, walk away, choose calm. When you're staring at your phone instead of doing the thing you know you need to do, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, flip it over and move. You don't need a full life makeover. You need a series of tiny wins, micro decisions that compound into momentum. And momentum is everything when you're feeling stuck, drained, or doubting yourself. So stop waiting to feel ready. You won't. Courage comes after you act, not before. Take the step. Say the thing. Show up for 5 seconds, and then 5 more. Here's a hard truth. You're not tired from being a mom. You're exhausted from trying to be the mom you think you're supposed to be. You see her on Instagram, the one with the perfect kitchen, the organic lunches, the coordinated outfits, and you think, how does she do it? Let me tell you how. She doesn't. Behind that post is probably a meltdown, a messy closet, or a moment of doubt just like yours. Social media is a highlight reel. Your life is the behind-the-scenes footage. Stop comparing. Your kids don't need a perfect mom. They need a real one. The kind who laughs at burnt dinners, apologizes when she snaps, and loves fiercely, even through chaos. Mom guilt is the background music of motherhood, and it's loud. It shows up when you go back to work, you stay home, you feed them cereal for dinner, you take a weekend away. But here's what I want you to remember. You are doing your best with what you have. And your best? It's enough. Guilt thrives in silence. So start talking about it. Text a friend, join a group, say the thing out loud. Because when you name the guilt, you shrink its power. And when you choose to believe you're enough, you are. You were someone before you became mom. And guess what? That woman still exists. You had dreams, hobbies, opinions, a fire in your belly. And just because you love your kids with every fiber of your being, doesn't mean you stop being you. Want to write? Start a blog. Want to paint? Grab a brush. Want to sit in silence with a coffee that's still hot? Claim that moment. You're not lost. You're layered. And you don't need permission to exist outside of motherhood. Let's get real. You're not going to wake up at 5 a.m. every day. You're not going to meal prep for the week, meditate, run 5 miles, and still have time to make rainbow pancakes. Stop chasing that fantasy. What you need is a system that works for you. A system that says, Monday is for laundry. If it doesn't happen, the world won't end. Dinner is whatever you can make without losing your mind. 10 minutes of journaling is a win. Saying no to one more commitment is a full sentence. You need habits, not hype. You need rhythm, not rigidity. Because burnout comes from unrealistic expectations, not from lack of love. You weren't meant to do this alone. You're not weak for needing help. You're human. Find your people, the friend who lets you vent without judging, the community that reminds you you're not crazy, you're just raising humans. Strong moms lean on other strong moms, because strength multiplies when it's shared. You don't need to be the hero of every story. You just need a team. Talk to yourself. Like you talk to your kids, you tell your kids you're doing great. It's okay to make mistakes. I love you no matter what. But what do you say to yourself? I'm a mess. I should be better at this. I'm failing. That has to stop. You are the voice they will one day use in their own heads. So model self-compassion. Talk to yourself with kindness, patience, and grace. Because the way you treat yourself, that's the standard you're teaching them. Let's end with the truth you need to hear. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are not failing. You are raising tiny humans while managing 1,000 invisible tasks. You are holding the world together with a smile, a snack, and a prayer. You are showing up every single day, even when you want to disappear. And that is strength. Not perfection, not performance, just presence. So when you feel like you're not enough, remember, your kids don't see your flaws, they see your heart. And that heart, it's the strongest thing in the room. Today, I want you to make one decision, to believe in your own strength again. Not someday, not when the dishes are done, not when the kids are older, now. Because you don't need to do more. You need to see yourself clearly. You are strong, you are worthy, and you are doing better than you think. So take a breath, lift your chin, and say it with me. I am a strong mom, and I've got this.